settings here. My YouTube's not YouTubing. Or is it? Oh, there it is. Now let me just double check. Cool. YouTube is YouTubing. Let's move that over here. I should be able to see everything now on my one chat here. And then what? And then we're gonna. Oh, we got to go here. Oh, also on here, one thing I just realized. Oh yeah, we did do it on all chat game. Oh. Oh, my game doesn't have my alt chat. Hmm. Wait, they changed it. Oh, okay. Add one existing, yeah. I don't particularly like that, but okay. It's whatever. Wait, so that wasn't in this scene? No, that was definitely in this scene, wasn't it? I don't know, but whatever. We will figure it out, you guys. Let me get my screen up here so I can see my screen. And one thing I need to do here, start my mouse server. And there we go. Cool. So we fixed that issue. Very proud of myself. We said we're going to work on more enemies. So let's work on more enemies. Thinking. So, as far as enemies go, I do have a couple I have a couple of enemies that I created here under arts. The villains, Artichoker. Parrot Top's the only fully animated, integrated one. And the the ghost boss too. Garlicker, we have Garlicker, Artichoker, and a cherry because I guess it was easy to make cherries. I don't know. Let me jam out on this cherry for a bit. Recolors copy. Original. Oh, why is the original on purple? Oh, because I used this palette. This is not my palette. Okay. Well, let me take this. I'm going to start with this, but I'm going to bring it into here. Oh. That's fine. That's the main color. We'll give him this red. Or maybe that's why he has a recolor. Give him that, oops, orangey color. I don't know what colors these are supposed to be though, because I did this a long time ago, right? I could still make it a purplish. Like this. And then this one here, I guess it's supposed to be like a rim light or something. I don't know. I don't know. How would this thing even attack? Also, one thing I think I want to change here. My brush. Oh no, I can't change my brush size with my mouse wheel. I can't do that here either. That's weird. Control key doesn't work. The option key. Oh, the option key doesn't work either. It's gross. This might be more difficult than I realized. And then this color here just looks weird to me still. Like he's got a 5 o'clock shadow or something. I don't really know what the heck that is. Maybe that. And maybe this could be... I don't know. We can go off palette for this. Let's start with this color. And then let's explore. That's what I wanted. So you can increase the lightness, change the hue a little bit. I don't know if it matters that much for now. Right? How would this thing attack? Maybe this thing doesn't even attack. Just walks around. Yeah, for this one, we'll just have him walk around doing a normal patrol. Wait, let me see. Pouring. Do pourings attack? Oh my god, the music, dude. The music in this game was so amazing. Like the sound, I think the sound in this game was so ahead of its time. So they have an idol and a patrol. I feel like they did have an attack. But this guy's gonna one-shot it. No, he's a novice. Maybe not. Oh, this makes you want to play RO. There's no pouring in here. Here we go. Super novice at Pouring Island. Oh, they do. They do have an attack. Wait, hold on. I can probably just Google pouring sprite. Right? Because there should be a sprite sheet reference somewhere. OT land. Here we go. I think this is his attack animation. Is that the whole sprite? But wow, look at this. Look at this though. Look at how good it is. Okay, let's get some ideas from here. So they do the same kind of what is this? Rim light that I was trying to do. My guy here. I think these specs here are a little bit out of place, maybe. Also looks like there's like a whole section like all over here. That could be the entire new color. And this could be like that or something. I think just because he's really tiny. Maybe I need to make him bigger. That's true too. Maybe I should just make it bigger. Cherries are pretty small though. Oh, what if I made it 2 cherries? And then I can make them like bounce up and down like feet or something. Right? So we're just gonna trash this completely. Now this is a 16 by 16, right? Oh, it's 32 by 32. Oh, that's why, because this thing was only 16 probably. Now what's my carrot for reference? Let's open up my carrot. Carrot top. See, carrot's small. Artichoker and garlicer, I think I kind of ignored that and they took up more of the height of things. Yeah, this is also 32 by 32. And he's probably like in 16. He's even smaller. And then what's the pouring at? The pouring, it's gigantic. It's 48 by 48. Huh. And then our dude, I think it's really the scaling really matters more about my character. Here he is, Ninja. Is he here? I don't see him. Oh, I don't see him. Because he's all hidden and stuff. Uh-oh. Did I destroy? Oh, I'm on a blank frame right now. Here we go. And what's my guy at? So where's my guy sitting? That's really what I have to scale it to. My guy's sitting at 13 by 16. So yeah, if I'm going to make a cherry, I want the cherry. If this is my dude, I want the cherry. Let's copy my dude. I didn't copy anything there, I don't think. Let's copy my dude. And let's, jeez. So that's my guy. We'll throw him here. Right, he fits into one of these 16 by 16 squares pretty nicely. I think he probably fits in here if I sort of bump him up 1 or 2 pixels. Yeah, he sort of fits in the middle of that. So then, yeah, by that scale, I probably do want my cherry to be around this size to fit in the 8 by 8, which is probably roughly the size of this, right? Oh yeah, it's slightly. Oh, I see what I did here. I made the outline red. Okay, whatever. So let's grab this again. Throw him in here. How do we get? Oh, cause I see. We copied nothing. Oh, that's actually, I copied the whole layer. That's actually way bigger than our ninja. That's gigantic. So arguably, I made this cherry too big. Right? If my ninja's this big and my cherry enemy is this big. Maybe my cherry should actually be smaller then. Let me try. So I'm going to shove this up here. I'm going to try to create another cherry. It's going to be a pair of cherries. But this is like so tough to work in. And my mouse wheel doesn't work. Wah. That's a difficult challenge to work around. Maybe what I do here. Let me try this real quick. What do I have Aseprite on the? I think I have Aseprite on Linux. But I'm gonna run into the same problem though. Wait, hold on. Let me try this real quick. Where's my mouse? Oh, it's not working because I stopped the client over here. Okay, so let me go here real quick and just try Aseprite. That works, which is fine. Oh, that does work. So why doesn't it work on this screen? Oh, it does work. What? Okay. Whatever, bruh. Okay, we'll continue working on the Mac here. So if it's going to be like half of this, it's going to have to be like this size to fit 2 cherries, right? I'm thinking something like this. Maybe I should make this one a different color. Whoops-a-daisy. Go like that. Go like that. Go like this. Right? Just so we can tell them apart. Should it be like that or should it be more like that? Maybe even both. Let's actually put this one on a different layer, and instead of recolors, back cherry. And then front cherry. I said back and front, but maybe what I should have said is left and right. Right. And then it's going to be a little bit more annoying, maybe. Wait, there is a way to auto select layer. Boom. There we go. So we'll try to, this way I can just kind of click back and forth real easy like. So I'm thinking probably like that and start them here, maybe. And let's just get the, maybe we'll get the animation spec'd out here. We'll just get them bouncing back and forth for nice idle animation. You can add a tag here. I think I have the right idea though. Ugh. I wanted to make a new cell in between, or new frame. Right, and then this one will come up a little bit. Maybe like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. And then as part of this, I feel like they should be moving apart a little bit or just bouncing around a little bit. Maybe that's too much movement. Because what I'd like to see, or maybe this one should be down here. Because I want them to look like they're bouncing a bit. That by itself is actually pretty darn good, no? And then I need some, something to connect them. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Perfect. Copy image. Got my idea board. Satsumaimo. I have cherry as an enemy, which I didn't write down here. Is there a word for this, or is it just chitty? Sakurambo, right? Sakurambo is cherry. Sakurambo. Sakurambo. Sakurambom. Oh, that's great. It's a great name. How do I add row below? Sakurambom. Boom. Sakurambom. Sorry. That should be up here. Cherry. Sakurambom. Alright, Sakurambom. And let me go grab this. And so maybe they just hop around and then they chase you and explode. How about that? Oops, I forgot to rename it. Chase player. Explode. Now the question is, since there's two of them, should they explode individually or at the same time? For simplicity, we'll start out making them both explode at the same time, and then we can make them pop independently. So, mermaid. I forgot. Probably just ask Gemini. Why can't I edit that? There we go. It's got to be a little bit strict with it sometimes. Idle. So what does this asterisk mean? State diagram V2. Oh, that's cool. I don't need that, but that's cool. Cool. And there's a way to make it go left or right. Oh, Mermaid Live Editor. Edit visually. Need an account for that. There should be like an easy way to transpose this, no? Oh, direction, LR. I knew it was LR. Where was it here? Maybe top to bottom is better. Ah. Just creating a quick spec here. 3 states. Idle, chase, explode. Okay, so idle. So that's not bad, right? Right, so we've got this here. And then what we gotta do is we gotta tie them up. Stem. Lost my mouse there. Okay, now we gotta add the stem. Which I guess should just be a dark green. Why does this always happen? Oh! I know why it happened, because I'm a silly man. I'm using a different keyboard. Yeah, I gotta use the same keyboard. That would make sense. The heck is this? Why is my eraser not erasing things? What even is that? Thank you. Stop being weird. And let's put my onion skinning on. I can never find this button. Here it is. Onion skin. Why is it not onion skinning? Oh, because I'm on the first frame. No, it's still not onion skinning. Just to turn it on first? Oh, because there's no cell here. Is that why? It's still not doing it. Hello? What am I missing here? There must be like an onion skin on off button that I'm just not seeing. Oh, there it is. What does this button do? Oh, onion skin is enabled. Yeah. That's it. That's the on off button I was looking for. Why doesn't why doesn't it show? Right? This should show here, no? Also, let me look at that onion picture again. Onion? Okay, it's a cherry. It's a cherry. I know what kind of fruit it is. Huh. It's more like a knot at the top, right? So it's more like it goes up here, and then there's like a brown stub that connects them. It should be a little chunky, right? Something like that. And then this, I don't, oh, because it's showing the next one. Oh, there we go. Loop through tag frames. Oh, because it wasn't in my tag for some reason. It should be loop through tag frames, but my tag got moved is what happened. Just click everything until you figure it out, right? So let me go back here and grab this color. What is this like phantom pixel here? Oh, there was actually a pixel there. I think it should connect to this one always. Like that looks like too straight of a line to me, but maybe it just needs to be that way. Or maybe we break it up over here by going like this. And then this one. Could be like that. And we grab this. It looks like it's walking, dude. Oh, that's great. This looks less like an idle animation though, and more like a walking animation. I don't know. I don't know. I think this is a walk animation. Let's change this to chase. Maybe, and then idle. Maybe idle. Yeah. I'm gonna go here. And idle, I guess, we'll start a little bit differently. So we'll go maybe for my idle, I'll have them just bounce up and down. So it'll be like this, like they'll move together maybe. Can we move this tag over here? That would be great. Doesn't work like that, I guess. Because that looks a little bit more like what I would imagine. And like, let's make it a little bit slower, right? Or this can be walk, maybe. I don't know if this will be chase. Maybe this will be walk. No, maybe it just idles while it's patrolling. No, I think we need another state for that. Idle will be just standing still. Yes, we're gonna have to add another state here. So change that to 4 states. Idle, patrol, walk, chase, and explode. So let's go up here. Idle, walk. And we also have to be able to go from walk to chase. You can group the idle and walk under a composite state. Call it control. Patrol. Let's try that. My whole diagram disappeared. There we go. State patrol. Represents the start, initial, or end final state of the machine. Oh. So it's specifically, exclusively used for state machine diagrams. And now, how do I decide? How do I decide when to stop chasing? I guess when the player exits a certain radius, I think that's fine. Okay. I like this better as a walk. Like when it's idling, it's going to do this. Then it's going to move into this when it's moving to a new location. This just looks so funny, dude. Okay. So let's go here. Let's connect my stems. Unless I leave that one here, even though it kind of goes in the top like that. Maybe I leave it like that, yeah. But like I also notice it usually like kind of comes up more the middle like that, the stem. Let me also clean this up. I'm going to remove these two layers because they're not needed anymore. And we need to kind of center everything here in the middle. So we'll align everything like that. Okay, so that's my idle. My walk. And then I need a chase. What do chasing cherries look like? I feel like maybe they'll look a little bit more like this because they'll be galloping, sort of. So maybe can I copy these frames as a reference and like sort of paste them at the end? I think I have to do them individually. So I go like this. To be very careful here to make sure that things actually get duplicated and not overwritten. So I've seen that happen before too, yeah. And then we can just use shift and our mouse wheel to scroll, which is fine because the shape of this is good to fit on this side of the screen. And the shape of this is good to fit. And we can also use middle click to scroll this. This will be my chase. Right, that doesn't stay in the tag if I don't tag it, so let's be chase. So the chase is going to be gallop. It's going to be like a gallop. So we got to make it like a little more emphatic. So maybe what we do here is we drop I'm going to open up this again, look up my walk cycle. Forward contact point, passing pose. I need to like do this enough to commit this to memory. Forward contact, passing, back contact, and passing. That's the minimum, right? So passing, the head height usually goes up. Contact down, pass up, contact down, pass up. I think that's usually it. Contact recoil, passing, high contact. Oof. Well, high is up. My God, I did so much research on this. It's crazy. So low and high, yeah. So contact. Maybe it should start a little bit lower. A little bit lower and further apart, maybe. Contact. Contact. Whoopsie daisy. Contact passing. Contact passing up phase. The reason why it seems a little disconnected is because we got to do the other one now. Contact passing. I can also go here and add it down. Contact down, where I move everything down. Contact down, passing, and then an up phase. Gotta add this frame to the same tag. So contact down, passing. Oh, but passing should still be down, right? Maybe a little bit. Contact down, down, passing 1 foot up, 1 foot down, up, contact, contact down, contact down. It's just going down though. Contact down. This one has a bend. Contact down. The knee bends. So contact down, which I guess we'll do the knee bend with the stem. So it'll be more like this. And maybe this will come back a little bit, which means contact down. Ooh, contact down. Passing. It's a little bit too far, I think. Like maybe that should be in the middle. And then we can move this here. Yeah, that's good. Contact down, passing up. Contact down, passing up. And then contact, and it repeats, I think. Let me do contact again. Oh, I see. This needs to go over here where this is supposed to be, and this needs to go over here where this is supposed to be, maybe. I forgot to make the new frame. Contact down, passing up. I accidentally screwed it up. Now we take this. The other thing too is I do have a lot more horizontal space here. I could try spacing them out to use more of this horizontal space to make it look like they're moving even more, right? Like they're really booking it. So instead of here and here, maybe, oops, maybe I spread them apart a little bit more to exaggerate more, right? Yeah. And now, because I have more frames here, I'm going to drop that to 100. And I feel like the stem up here should move around a little bit too. I don't know. That's okay. But I don't think it should come out. It should always come out to the top. At the very least on a diagonal, right? And so this is contact the same way that this is contact. Oh, and I forgot passing up. Oh, yeah, I did. Contact down, passing up, contact. This was supposed to come down. Back to its normal height. Yeah. And then it's going to have a down phase. Or basically these two layers are going to swap positions. What? How did that happen? What? Oh, I just did that when I moved it because I accidentally selected the whole thing, didn't I? Ugh, I gotta count this over again. Because sometimes the undoing this program is a little weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so what I was trying to do is duplicate this one on the inside. So we've got contact, down, passing, up, contact, up, contact, up, contact. Wait, hold on. Does this make sense? The red one is coming up front. No, I flipped them, but this animation doesn't make any sense. Contact, down, passing, up. I think the problem here is that this should be in the ground. Wait, contact, down, passing, up. Contact, down, passing, up. Contact, down, passing. Contact, down, passing, up. This up should have this other leg in front. That's my issue. Contact, down. Contact, down. Ah, my down's not right. That's why. Contact, down. Let's look at my... Contact, down. Oh, maybe that's right. And then passing. Contact, down. Ah, this stem should be more of a diagonal. Fuck, I added the wrong frame. Oh, no, that's right. Contact, down, contact, down, contact, down, contact, down, passing. And then contact. This one should be in contact with the floor. Oh, sorry, this is up. Contact, down, passing, up. What is that? What's up, Misha? It's a cherry. I'm making a cherry bad guy. Trying to animate it. So it's not detailed yet. I'm just using colors to help me figure out the animation. So when it's idle, it's gonna bounce like this. And then when he's walking, he's gonna walk like this. It looks so goofy, right? And then when it's chasing, it's gonna walk like this. Well, I'm still working on that part. I always get walk cycles really confused. Oh, so here are my notes on walk cycles. So we've got contact, down, passing. Oh, passing goes higher than contact for the head. So contact, down, passing. which means that this should also move up. Passing. Is your game pixelated like that? Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Why is he moonwalking? Because I'm not done yet. It does look like he's walking backwards though, right? There we go. Here's my little dude. Oops. Ugh. Oh, I have no weapons yet. There we go. It's kind of like that. So there's no sound effects yet. I still have to add the sound in. Oh, jeez. That's actually dope. Thank you. Thank you. I took a video game design class in 7th grade and I got to make a platformer like that. Oh, that's awesome. That's actually really awesome. I wish I had a class like that in school. Spent a lot of time on the art. Yeah, the art takes a long time. I'm like a very beginner. Well, at game development specifically, but also the art, especially. Whoops. Here's a little secret area. It looks like you're gonna die, but you don't. It's so hard to get up there. There we go. I think that's the double jump ability that I just picked up. Or the dash. No, it's the double jump because I can't dash still. No, it does nothing. It does nothing. Wait, what? No. That thing does nothing? I guess that thing does nothing. Where's my project folder? I'm trying to get used to the keyboard shortcuts here. The art was my favorite part. I love making characters. Oh, man. Yeah, it is fun. So I'm working on... So the enemies in my game, they're all supposed to be like fruits and vegetables. Oh, let me save this. Arts, pixel, villains, cherry. It now has a proper name, Sakuranbom. Sakuranbom. My nose is itchy. I'm in my car right now with it turned off in the sun. So it's like a little sauna in here. Sauna. How weird can I say the word sauna? Sauna. There it is. I found it. A little sauna in here while I'm on my 10-minute break. Oh, okay. Thank you for stopping in. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out this animation here. So I'm trying to make a chase animation. So he's got to look like he's running really fast. Right? And I'm trying to treat the individual cherries. They're going to have faces on them. But I'm trying to treat the cherries like legs right now. Like the stem and the cherry is supposed to be like legs and feet. But they're going to have faces on them. I think it's good to hear. So this is the contact pose, the down pose, the passing, which maybe this shouldn't even be really passing, contact. I think what I'm losing here is, oh, contact, down, passing, up, up. Oh, I think I confused the left side and the right side. Is that what I did? Contact. Like this should also be touching the floor. Because I actually did this one first, basically. I'm so confused. I hate that I get so confused doing this. Look at my picture again. So, yes, because this is the front leg. I feel like there should be another frame in between the contact and passing. So this is the frame cycle. I mean, we can do more frames, but that's also more confusing. So I'm doing the 5-frame cycle is what I'm doing. And we have to go later pack. Okay, see you later. There's also a 4-frame cycle. Contact, passing, contact, passing. So contact, I really should just do those first and then add in the middle frames. Probably the easiest way to do that. Contact, contact, right. And so that's the problem that makes this confusing. And I think the reason I did that is because it's probably going to be coming from an idle phase where this front leg is actually on the back side. So let's just say contact, down. So we're starting it from the other side, I think is what we're doing. We're starting it from here, contact. Yeah, this is what we're doing. We're doing this contact, passing. So passing means our front leg should be up if this is the leg that makes contact. So contact. Oh, recoil is down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the same as this. They're just calling the down recoil. Okay, so contact, down, recoil, right? So that puts the weight on the back leg. So this one would be smushed in the ground and this one would be starting to come up. Boom, 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 passing. And then passing here means that our front leg is up in the air and our back leg is rooted in the ground. Yeah, maybe. And then, so contact, down, passing, up. Contact down, passing up. Contact down, passing up. So up, this one, contact down, passing up. This one should still be in the air. Right, and this one pushes away. Right. Okay, that looks like it's good now. Contact, down. Fix my stems. Contact, down, passing. Contact down, passing up. And then contact would be both of these up here. Oh, wait, I moved the wrong one again. Contact down, passing up, contact. Contact down, passing up, contact down. These are in the wrong spot totally. Contact down. And then, so you then contact down brings up the back one. Contact down. And then we have passing. And this passing, yeah, the back foot's still in the air. Whoops. But more towards the front. There we go. It's actually not even done yet, but it already looks a lot better. And what I might actually do is I might not even actually... Hello, what's up, Mr. Square Peg? I might actually... Oh, I see my face is in the way. Oh, jeez. Well, let me move my face out of the way. Where's my mouse? There we go. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Although where it was kind of good. I don't know. Your mic is rather static-ish. Oh, geez. Let me check it. Sometimes it happens literally just on YouTube. Give me one sec. I don't know why YouTube always has issues with my audio. If it's really staticky and crackly and poppy, I'm going to restart the stream. Also, I've been going through your LDTK video. Oh, awesome. I have to make a couple more of those. I just figured out how to do some new stuff in LDTK that I would like to share. Let me check my sound here. Oh, my thing is muted. Let me see what it sounds like. Oh, neat. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do, hang tight. I'm going to end this. I'm not going to end the stream, but it's going to stop. So you might have to refresh the page or you might have to go back. I'm testing out some new software for streaming. So I'm streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And it's a little bit quirky, and I created this chat thing too to kind of integrate all my chats together. Give me one sec. I'm going to stop the YouTube.
I don't know why this always seems to fix it. Let's see if that works. It looks like we reconnected automatically, which is good. Where's my mouse? Is my sound better? And fixed. Yeah, I don't know why that happens. It's only with YouTube. I don't know why. But good, good, good. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I was paying for this Restream service. And then I was like, do I really need to pay for it? Because I don't mind paying for it, but the pay version only supports 3 sources, which is fine for my game dev stream. But I also do, like, I play video games on stream. And when I play games on stream, I've been doing 4 different sources. I've been doing Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and Facebook streaming because, believe it or not, people actually watch that. And the service I was paying for only gives me 3, which is a pain in the neck. But as I'm like, I made it this chat, and this chat overlay that I'm using right now, I also made, kind of vibe coded it over the past 2 or 3 days. It's great, but it doesn't handle the Facebook stuff yet. I'm starting to see where all the complications come in. So I don't know if I'm going to continue working on it. I got to play with that a bit more. But anyways, how are the LDTK videos going? It's kind of like my first video series that I've done, so I'm sorry if it's not like perfect. Still a lot of issues, I think, in some of those videos. And I was trying to figure out what to do next. I learned some cool new stuff, which I'm going to show some videos on. I'll show you real quick because I got them in here. So, oh, actually, do I have it on this one? It might not be on this one. Oh, no, it will be. It will be. So I got, I'm really enjoying it, TBH. Cool. Thank you. I got animated tiles working. So just the background right now. These tiles on the bottom aren't animated yet, which we could do later too. I just wish they were in a playlist. Oh, they're in a playlist, but it's hidden. I'm sorry. I put them in a playlist for myself. I did notice someone else created a playlist, but also you can check this out. Hold on. If you go to smallindie.dev, this, oh gosh, I need to make a new banner. And you go into code, LDTK. I will drop this link in the chat in a little bit. Basically, this is your playlist. And if you come in here and you open one of these videos, it's got all the sections on the side here. Maybe I should make these collapsible. Unhide the playlist. Yeah, the playlist was, maybe I should make a second one. The playlist was for me so that I could see them when they're unlisted. But if you have access to the playlist, then you can see them when they're unlisted before they go live. I usually, before I push them live, I usually like to double check that everything is working. This is neat. Yeah. So I made this website here to kind of be like a little bit like a learning platform. Hold on, I got my chat down here. So this is a link to the first video. That's the link to the first video you can check out. And I totally agree. And that, like, I realized after I got like a few videos in, I was like, this is a huge problem. So I created this website for it.
So I hope that helps. And then the idea with this also was that, like, for example, let's go to one of these videos, Unity import, make a character. You've got code snippets down here. So you can copy and paste the code snippets. It's not the greatest. There's no like copy button. Now that I'm looking at it, that's something that I should probably add. But that, or create entities, clean up level. Oh no, it's back. So it's something that happens. My sound is crappy again. It's something that happens over time then. Hold on, maybe there's a setting. Oops. Where's my mouse? Maybe it's a setting I'm hitting. Let me check a couple things here. Source and encoding. Well, audio, everything's passed through. Low latency. Maybe if I turn off low latency. Well, low latency says buffer. What in the heck does that mean, though? I would think that buffering it increases latency.
Try turning this off. Please save them before you can control the service again. I can try turning this off and seeing if that changes anything. I don't know. And joined your Discord? Cool. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of quiet in there, but feel free to chat and start the conversations. Been kind of juggling a lot of different things here, working on my own games, working on these videos, working on the website, creating the Discord. I'm doing all this by myself. Oh, that fixed it. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it couldn't keep up with the oh, let me unmute this here. Maybe it couldn't keep up. Okay, I'll just keep it like that then. I think what that means is that the YouTube stream is going to be a little bit more delayed than the Twitch and the Kick stream. All these streaming services work a little bit differently is what I've been learning, like under the hood. And so that's why they're just very different. But yeah, I hope that helps. The idea was to also have a place where you can sort of copy and paste the snippets if you wanted to, like if something's not working. So it's not like the greatest. If you have any suggestions for this website too, drop them in the Discord. I will more than gladly, patch things up to make it a little bit better. I kind of just slapped it together as quickly as I could. So it's not like perfect. And again, I kind of go in circles from one thing to the next. I'm going to do, I want to do a video on this animation because it's related to LDTK stuff. Because I figured out some cool stuff with the animation here. I also figured out how to do scaling better on the Unity entities. I think. I don't know, because it is a little bit confusing. Like when I show you in the guide, the advice that I got from Cam, he's the author of the LDTK to Unity plugin. He recommended I think I did it on Spawn Point. If I open this prefab, there's like a render point here. Well, I actually moved the script, right? But this is where it renders these squares here, is in a child, which is offset. That was the advice that was given to me. However, I started doing it a little bit differently for some things, and I don't know if I have a blanket solution. I do it differently in different places. It's very inconsistent, and I don't like that. And I'm trying to figure out a more consistent way to handle the offsets. But I figured out a way to do it with scaling. Yeah, which is cool. Because I added these, if I go to here, I added these physics zones. So this it's an entity that overlays the water. And you pick the physics type. And in the game, that's what changes your character's physics. Like when you go into the water and it's like splashy and watery. And then in the desert, we have quicksand as a different physics type. But yeah, this is my first project in LDTK, by the way. So there's a lot of stuff in here that's not great, not clean. I'm still learning a lot. This is like my first big game project. It's not like spectacular by a long shot, but I'm learning as I'm going along. And LDTK was like one of those things I was like, this looks amazing, but when I read the documentation, I'm totally lost. So decided to create my own documentation, more or less, based on what I was able to find on the internet. Okay, so we're doing enemies today. I'm animating these guys. This is like a, I'm just using colors here to sort of represent which one of these things is which, so I don't get confused while I animate it. And then I'm going to go over that with colors and actually put the detail in. So let's see. This is contact down, passing up, contact down, passing up. Now what is the up? What should the up one look like here? I don't have that. Oh wait, I do here. Contact down, passing up. So for this, contact down, passing up, contact down, passing, and we need to create the up frame. So up frame is going to be this one, maybe back here. And yeah, this one maybe a little bit more forward, getting ready to plop itself into the ground over here. Okay, cool. Just that the stems need to be animated now because they don't change for a few frames here. Yeah, here. So let's go work on the frames here. The stems. There's a bit of a jump. Where's the jump? Sorry, I'm skipping all frames, not just tag frames. I think that's the jump. I think that's the biggest jump. That's okay. He can have a little bit of a limp. I don't see why not. And then we need to make a explosion phase. Cool. And then I'll just copy this. So let's go here and add this to my repository. Enemy Sacrambum. And then we've got what? Idle, walk, chase. Cool. In Sacrambum. This is my flow chart for my states on my enemy here. There's a lot of stuff I can just clean up in here. Oh, this was me playing with the collisions, right? I took it out, I guess, because I don't see it in here anymore. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's do the explosion now. How am I going to make this thing explode? I guess we'll just put another layer on top of everything. And we'll just start making an explosion. Now I did this in, I was pressing the wrong save button there. I don't actually know it changed. Let me go. I'm just gonna, I know I made a little bit of change, but I'm gonna amend that commit. Oh my gosh, my back is so tight here. Let me get up real quick and stretch. I will be right back. Oh, that plays the music now. Huh. That's cool. Oh, it's not just you. Sorry. I had myself muted the whole time. See, it's a good thing I have you here, Mr. Squarepeg. Talk to myself for hours on end. So I'm thinking for each state to have a different child object, but we could also just throw them all in the same parent. I don't know that it makes a difference. Okay, cool. Move speed 4. But does the patrol scripts zero this out? I don't think the patrol scripts. Well, it doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, you know why? Hold on, let me look at my carrot. Wait, where did that carrot just come from? What? Where did that carrot? Oh, because right. No, I added one to the scene. I forgot. That was one of the changes we made. So we don't want to save those changes. So what I'm going to do here. Oops. Let me reference that carrot top I had here. Yeah, I just had everything on the same object here. Patrol, health, rigid body. Yeah, it sounds about right. And then let me look at, do I have carrot? Like, I don't think my carrot top. How does he work? What? Does my patrol script do the attacking too? No, I wouldn't do that, would I? Wait, hold on. There's 2. That might not be the right entity. See, I have like a bunch of duplication in here too. I really need to clean up my project. You have no idea. It's so messy. No, it uses the same prefab. Oh, villain. It uses the same prefab, but it has overrides, doesn't it? Oh, no, it's not the same prefab. Okay, well. Okay. So there's a villain script. There's a code I haven't looked at in years. This game's too old. It needs to be finished. So what is in villain? Villain has a patrol. Villain has a patrol duration, idle duration, attacks, villain state, configuration, and just idle, patrol, and attack are the only states. It's not like distinctly different from I attack scripts. It's not distinctly different from what I'm trying to do, right? Should attack player. Idle, patrol, attack. But this one also has a chase phase is the difference. That's the difference. Villain state key. Patrol duration, idle duration. Patrol just has the speed. I'm on the fence about what to do here. I think since I only have one enemy in here right now, basic all-purpose enemy script for non-special, non-boss enemies. Well, I guess this is a special enemy then because it has a chase phase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating a new one. Chase villain? I don't know. He's kind of like a suicidal bomber villain, right? I don't know what to call this. And I'll just call it Sakurambam because that's what it recommend. Like that's what it represents right now. So my initial thought here is I'm not going to do any abstracting right now. I'm going to make it very specific. Then once I get a couple of these scripts in there, I will look over the scripts, look for patterns, and then do the abstracting and cleanup and figure out the best way to handle this. Like this is all reusable though. Like should attack player fixed update is animate, reset animations, attack after animation. I want to keep all of that. It's just that the state machine needs to be different. So maybe I just inject a different state machine. Right? I don't know. I don't want to think about it, so I'm just going to copy paste it. It's not the greatest. Like, it might just be a generic chase, and then the attack just happens to be an attack that explodes. Chasing villain is maybe the way to do that. We're going to do some stuff here. Also, my villain, I did this like reverse periscope thing, but where does that come from? Oh, that comes from my Box Collider 2D, right? And then where do I actually check that? In my state machine? Time patrol state, time behavior, villain state patrol. Oh. Well, either way. What I don't understand is where my... Is it my patrol that's checking? It might be my patrol that checks. On trigger, yeah. Okay. On trigger, exit 2D. So this needs to have a require component type of... yeah, it needs a rigid body and require component collider 2D. That's right. To detect collisions, to detect ledges. Now that scares me because putting that in there so the idea that I had about putting each one of these things as a child and just toggling them on for different states, that's no longer going to work. I don't think that's a pattern that's going to work at all in Unity. Because I think Unity wants everything to live on the same object. It wants multiple scripts per object, I believe. Patrol. Why didn't Patrol add my colliders? 0. Oh, because my code doesn't compile. So once I get my code compiling, this will work. Idle, patrol, chase, attack. Oops. Register, chase. Copy paste framework, baby. Why doesn't that work? Oh, because it's a villain state. What the heck is a villain state? But that's what we want. But why doesn't that work? I'm just using different keys. The value should still be the same. Oh, because the type is not updated. No. Villain. Huh. Yes. Register T key and then entity I state. Why does this not work? The heck is an I state? Let's just look at the error. Can you show me what the error is here? Argument type is not assignable to parameter I state. Why? Time behavior villain state is not assignable. Well, let's see. This is a villain states, which is an abstract class. Oh, which uses villain state key. Gross. So maybe what I do, maybe this is fine. Maybe I'm just gonna, I'm like kind of like half-assing this right now. I mean, this is still generic enough, right? Like what I might want to do is actually not unseal this class. It's terrible. But unseal this class and then have different subclasses, basically. But for now, I'm going to do it like this. And that's happening because of this. Actually, oh, enemy state machine. Does this need to be specified? I guess so. There's no way to automatically detect that? That's kind of dumb. Villain entity. Oh, it has to be a villain. Wait, why? Oh, because I did it here. I state machine villain. I would have thought that would have fixed the issue. Argument type chasing villain not. Oh, because this particular builder takes T builder entity. Oh. Well, that's why I wanted to just do this. Is there a way to... If I already declared my... What the heck is this? I state machine. I guess not, because that's an interface. It's not even an entity state machine. It's an I state machine. However, because your left-hand side is declared as the interface, this fails because the new targets the interface type, not the concrete implementation. Use the static factory method. Recommended. Option 2, use var with the factory method or implied return. No. So they're saying I might be able to just use a factory method, static factory method. If you control entity state machine or can write entity state machine, I do. Create builder. So they're saying to go into here. And they're saying go public static create builder. I'm going to use make builder. I like make because it's shorter. And when you say it, it's shorter. Make instead of create. I like that one syllableness. Public static entity state machine. T entity T state key. Dot builder. Make builder. Does that work? Qualifier is redundant. So in their example, it was builder, create builder. Does that work? Allows type inference from the parameter. That doesn't work. Because you redeclared on the static method itself, the compiler treats them as completely separate, independent generic types. That's what I thought. Since the static method belongs to the class definition, it cannot automatically see the class level type parameters. However, you can fix this by omitting the type parameters. They're saying to remove them entirely. I don't know if that helps. Incorrect number of type parameters. Yeah, no crap. Oh, I changed the wrong one. My bad. I meant to change this one. Oh, that is the one I changed. Oh, entity state machine dot make builder. Huh? Oh. Oh. Number of type parameters, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh, which is also the problem I had before. I was going to go ahead and say it doesn't work. And then this thing is annoying. Because now it's a chasing villain, and this one's built specifically to villain. Why is this one built to villain? Oh, because villain state is specifically for that type of state machine. And the entity specifically is the villain entity, which kind of forces me into subclassing it, which is what I was trying to avoid. Honestly, makes me wonder if just having this whole state machine here in the first place is even worth the overhead and the complexity. I could just have a switch statement, you know what I mean, and just do it the easier way. I think to fix this, I'd have to build it to an interface. Add new states by writing a new class without modifying existing files. Every new state requires modifying existing switch blocks. Yeah, state-specific data is high. Code organization. High. What is high code? Oh, each lives in its own file. Yeah, low. All logic is dumped in the same thing. Boilerplate high. Boilerplate low. Reuse across entities. Conditional. Great if dependencies match. Painful if entities types diverge. Low. It's tightly coupled. While your current states aren't reusable, the core friction you are hitting, I can't reuse my previous states because they're built specifically to villain, is a common hurdle in state machine architecture. If your old villain state takes villain instead of a broader interface or generic T entity, it is tightly coupled. Solutions for state reuse. I think they're going to suggest me to use something else. Leverage the generic T entity parameter. Since your entity state machine, T entity state key, already uses a generic one, ensure your iState implementation uses it too. If a state only needs basic properties like movement targeting, Composition over inheritance. Instead of writing a brand new state from scratch, break behavior down into reusable components like chase behavior and inject them into a more generic state class. So what are they saying? They're saying to take this and interface I state. This is an abstract class. I think the abstract class is maybe where the issue is. Problem is that this uses a concrete class. Because your villain state abstract class is hard-coded to villain instead of generic parameter. Any new villain type that uses a different class type gets locked out from inheriting those states. So to fix this, you can share states across different villain types. Generalize with generics. Yeah, villain entity. Create shared interface for your villains. Common properties like transform rigid body or target. Refactor villain state to be generic. T entity. Well, this also might work. Why doesn't that work? Oh, it's not implemented because these all have to be. I think that breaks this too because this needs a type now. Does not have type parameters. It doesn't? Oh. Oh. So this introduces that back, which recreates the same problem we had. Which is why... Hold on, let me look at idle state. Entity. Reset animations. Machine switch to patrol.
It's more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, it's 92 degrees outside. I'm like scared to go outside, but I need to go out and walk and move my body because I haven't done that in a while. And I kind of need some time to think about this. Okay, let's just say, for argument's sake, I'm not even going to put anything in it yet. Sounds messed up again. Really? Why does this thing hate YouTube? Hello? I think just anytime it reestablishes a connection, I don't know. I gotta look this up. YouTube streaming, sound crackling. Sample rate mismatch Audio track sample rate to 48 kilohertz. Let me take a quick look. My settings here. Because it only happens on YouTube. It doesn't happen on Twitch. It is set to 48 kilohertz. Audio. I think. Oh, you know what? I don't know what this one's using. Output AAC. FFmpeg AAC. I could try lowering my video bit rate. I don't think it has to be this high. I wonder if that would help. No, that didn't help anything. I can reconnect that stream real quick.